If your indoor cat seems like they're getting bored, this video is for you. Because did you know that cats can get bored and even depressed if they don't have enough enrichment in their lives? So let's get to the bottom of this once and for all. Do cats get bored? And if so, what are some signs that your cat might be feeling bored? And finally, what can you do about it? I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about feline boredom. I'm a veterinarian, and let's get into this. Do indoor cats get bored? You bet they do. Just like us humans, cats need physical and mental stimulation to stay happy and healthy. But unlike us humans, they have certain instincts that come from their wild ancestors that they still need to satisfy. This includes hunting, climbing, scratching, and exploring. If these instincts aren't met, they can lead to destructive behaviors and health problems. But don't worry, there are plenty of ways to keep your cat stimulated and happy indoors without letting them loose in your house or apartment and shredding up the curtains. Keep watching to learn more. Now that we know cats do get bored, let's talk about the signs. How will your cat let you know they're bored? One of the most common signs of a bored cat is an increase in destructive behaviors. This can include scratching up your furniture, knocking things off of shelves, and even eating things they shouldn't. Another sign is excessive vocalization. So, meowing, yowling, and other sounds they make can be their way of letting you know that they're bored and want your attention. And of course, we all love when our cats come up and headbutt our legs and rub against our ankles to get our attention. But when they're doing it repeatedly because they're bored, it can get annoying. A lack of grooming is another sign of a bored cat. They may also become very clingy and follow you around the house non-stop. If your cat's litter box habits change, this could also be a sign that they're not happy. So fewer trips to the litter box or accidents in the house could indicate a bored cat. Another thing to look out for is changes in appetite. So a bored cat may stop eating as much as usual or even eat more because they're looking for something else to do. You'll also notice that your cat's energy levels will change. So instead of being super zoomy and full of energy during the day, they'll be laying around all day long with very little energy. And a bored cat is also likely to be an overweight cat. Since they don't burn off any energy, they tend to eat more and get bigger. And here's another sign that your cat is bored. They might start bringing you dead animals and leaving them on your doorstep. This is known as prey drive, and it's a natural instinct that all cats have. Even indoor cats who have never hunted before will often display this behavior. In fact, many indoor cats will happily chase after toys that mimic the movement of a small animal darting away. This is a great way to tire out your cat both physically and mentally. And luckily, you probably already have one of these toys at home. It's called the fishing rod toy. These are inexpensive and come in a variety of different styles and price points. The best part is that they allow you to simulate the erratic movements of a mouse or bird that a cat would hunt in the wild. When playing with your cat using the fishing rod toy, make sure that your cat gets the toy or the lure at least sometimes. Otherwise, they'll quickly become frustrated and lose interest. You should also try puzzle feeders. Puzzle feeders are a great way to keep your cat's mind active while they eat. They require your cat to problem solve in order to get their food, which can help keep them sharp and prevent boredom. There are many different types of puzzle feeders available, so you can find one that's right for your cat. If your cat has a hard time figuring out how to use the puzzle feeder, you can always put some wet food inside to entice them to play. As your cat becomes more experienced with the puzzle feeder, you can start putting dry food in it. And if your cat still isn't having enough enrichment, you can put the puzzle feeder inside of a cardboard box to make it more challenging. Another great option for enriching your cat's environment is to invest in some cat trees. Cat trees provide cats with the ability to climb and scratch, which are two important instincts that need to be met in order for them to be happy. If you don't want your cat climbing on the furniture, then buy a tall cat tree that they can climb on instead. If your cat isn't interested in climbing, get a large, sturdy cat tree that your cat can scratch on. If your cat isn't interested in scratching, then place catnip on top of the cat tree to entice your cat to go on it. Make sure that the cat tree is stable and untip over when your cat climbs on it. Also, make sure it's tall enough for your cat to climb to the top without having to jump. We can't talk about feline enrichment without mentioning the one and only window perch. Window perches are a great way to give your cat a view of the outside world. This can provide them with hours of entertainment as they watch birds and squirrels and other wildlife go by. Plus, if you live in a busy area, your cat will love to watch all of the people walking by. And if you really want to spice things up, you can get a window perch that opens up so your cat can safely go outside and enjoy the fresh air. Just be sure to keep an eye on your cat at all times when they on the window perch, especially if it opens up to the outside. You can also give your cat access to human food puzzles to help keep their minds active. These are simple puzzles that you can solve to get a tasty treat. Cats love treats, and they also love figuring out how to get those treats. Try giving your cat a few pieces of kibble or some wet food in a paper towel roll or a muffin tin. They'll have a blast trying to figure out how to get their food. Now, if your cat seems bored but you've tried all of these things and nothing seems to work, it might be time to take them to the vet. Your cat could be suffering from something called feline depression, which is a real condition that can affect cats. It's usually caused by a lack of enrichment. But it can also be caused by other factors, such as a change in routine or the death of another pet. Luckily, there are things that you can do to help a depressed cat. In addition to the things we've already mentioned, you can also try playing with your cat more often, brushing them more often, and giving them more attention overall. If you adopt a second cat, that can also help stimulate your cat and prevent boredom. As you can see, there are plenty of ways to keep your cats entertained and stimulated indoors. By providing your cat with the necessary enrichment, you can help them live a happy and healthy life. Cats can be just as bored as dogs, so it's important to keep them active and engaged. With a little creativity, you can easily prevent your cat from getting bored. If you enjoyed this video, please leave us a like. We appreciate when you do, and we love bringing you awesome cat content all the time. So please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.